such changes to like make stuff modernized or like overly woke?
I think I can get a 50-50 throw off one-on-one with George Pickens.
Give me 10 of those. Yeah, give me 10
Give
of
me
those.
10 of those.
I'm kind of getting sick of enemies to lovers. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
Welcome to Live from M5. I'm Milana Kozlova, and today I'm here with
Quin
and
Brynn.
Okay, so recently there has been a lot of new trends surfacing on social media, especially about the 2000 and 2010. And my first question to you guys is, when did you guys start getting into this type of style?
I feel like for me it was like last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like
what prompted you? Is there like social media, or was it kind of...
So like I like stole Quin like to be me, like I was gonna be Quin basically.
Yeah.
And also like just growing up, that was kind of like what my mom dressed me when I was little, and then like we got to like older and it was like, okay, you can't do that anymore, like it's considered weird now. And then I was like, actually I don't care, so I did what I wanted.
I think maybe like 2 years ago I kind of started like a little bit mild with like that style incorporated into like some other styles, and then it kind of just like shifted into like what it is now, and then Brynn came along and now we're like matching.
So why do you think these trends from like 2000s and 2010 are coming back? Like, what is your personal...
so cute.
Exactly.
Do you think so?
Cute.
Is that why? Because I have been reading in, and some people think that the nostalgia of that time, especially with 2010s of our generation, that's why it's coming back. So would you guys agree with that? And if you have any personal experience with that?
I feel like I would agree with that, but I feel like also it was like late 2000s, early 2010s rather than like 2016, 2017, because that was like a full different time, you know? But I feel like also, I think we were like little. Like all of us were like little, and I think we just kind of wanted to be like how our moms and our aunts were, like that type of stuff. Because my aunt and mom used to like, a lot of my stuff is like from their closet when they were my age.
Yeah, no, for me too. I think you're right about that, it being like very reminiscent. Like I'll look at myself in the mirror sometimes, I'll be like, oh, I'm like dressed like how my mom used to dress. Like it's definitely like something that I grew up around, so it's nice to like kind of bring it back.
So what fashion trends from that time period do you think are your favorites? Like, what are some of your favorite fashion trends coming from there?
So for me, okay, I feel like this is kind of like, what's the word? It's not controversial. It like goes against itself, because I don't really do this, but like McBling, I think that's
what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's so pretty. Like I just love it. And then like even like the stuff that was like considered emo, you know, like I think all that stuff is just so gorgeous and like literally flattering on so many people. Like it just, if you like put the right pieces together, it just looks so awesome. Like
I think that like my mom had a very similar style to this. She's pretty young. So my mom, she dressed in like what I think people nowadays would call like emo. She had like very like much more darker clothing. She wore like eyeliner, and she had like she just dressed in more darker clothing. Like she had fishnets and everything. That's what she wore. And I feel like nowadays it's just the like kind of the name of goth is kind of like associated with any dark clothing pretty much. So I think that's where there's like a whole difference. I think that's why.
Yeah. And I think that that's like really dumb to call like any dark piece of clothing goth, because it's like, okay.
Because black clothing is really shaping.
Yeah,
it looks really nice on
so,
everyone.
and like,
I love
have
it.
you ever met someone who doesn't have at least one black shirt in their closet?
Yeah,
no,
like, come on.
It's really easy to style black clothing.
Yeah,
like black
seriously.
clothing, white clothing too, but black clothing, especially shirts and like pants, it's extremely easy to pair it with anything. It's a nice basic. So what about you?
I think I mean I was gonna say like all the bling McBling. I really like. This is also kind of contradictory because I don't wear it a lot, but I like
the word I
the
was looking
really
for.
like the really like low rise with the like cheetah print hot pink like tank tops and like the like big necklaces with all the rhinestones on it, rhinestone belts,
Jaden
all that.
from
That's my
TikTok.
favorite. Yes, I love her. I love her so much with the little Ross hauls.
Really, like I love those styles so much, but on the contrary, what do you think are your fashion trends from that time period that you just don't like and you don't want to come back to?
Capris. I don't like capris. I don't like them. Like the ones that just go right past the knee. Not for me.
It's
I
like
don't like them.
grandma.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
I
be
agree.
thrifting and I'll see some so cute, and then I'll realize that they're capris, and I'm like, ugh. And skinny jeans. I like them sometimes, but not all the time.
I like them never. I like boot cut a lot. Anyways, that wasn't the question. I'm gonna agree with the whole capri thing, and then also, this one is like, I think it looks good sometimes, but I don't love layering. Like layering shirts, like it can look good if it's like one shirt that's like has lace
Like
on the bottom.
the polo shirts that are being laced, I
Yeah.
don't like it.
Like,
either.
I don't love like the whole layering thing. Like it can just look really dumb. You know,
Yeah.
like you're kind of in 6th grade and your mom's like, you can't wear a crop top. You know, like that's what it looks like.
It's
I feel
very like a lot of years ago. I feel
yeah.
like that's like maybe 2022. I was kind of doing that. Maybe 21. Like with a little bit of layering. I never went too far with it, but it just like looking back on it, it was very little kid. Like it didn't feel.
Yeah.
It felt like 6th grade, not wearing a crop top. Yeah.
yeah, not being allowed.
What about music? Like, do you like music from that time period better or this time period
that
better?
was the peak of music,
Yes,
dude.
definitely all of it. Amazing.
Like, what years would you say? Like, give me some music, like some song
So,
names example.
I don't know. So I think the like 2010s, like back when guys were like when they would rap about girls, it would be like love stuff instead of just like stuff that's out now. Like having so many girls, you know. So like, can I check my playlist?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I don't have
You
my
talk.
phone, but we listen to I like what I particularly like is like the kind of like more like punky emo vibes that were going on like then with like the MySpace and everything. I went to a Falling in Reverse concert recently. Amazing, best night of my life. I love that kind of stuff, all that like kind of like emo genre music. That's like pretty much my favorite from that time. Yeah. I don't know. Me and Brynn have very similar music tastes.
OMG by Usher.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I do like a lot of that stuff too, but I was kind of thinking more of like, I don't know, just kind of more of the differences.
Yeah. No, you know what I really like? That one song, it's like
'Cause punk
Starstruck.
has always been good.
I know. You know that like Starstruck, I think that's what it's called. It's like with like the E
Who
and
sings
the
it?
0. It's like the one with all the different, it's like the artist with like the letters and numbers and all of it. Okay, wait, let me look it up.
E45?
No. Let me look it up because I feel stupid. Okay.
But I know recently people have been very, very going towards like the rap from the 2000s, specifically the pop music from the 2010s, and a mix of what was it? There's another one.
This song.
Oh, from the person that. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
love
that song is so good.
Like,
What?
Don't Trust Me?
Yes.
That song? Okay.
It's the, yeah. I love that song. It's so good.
So, do you feel like comfortable going out with how you dress nowadays? Because I know
now
some.
I do.
Yeah.
Really? Was there a
After-
time
yeah.
where you weren't comfortable?
Okay, so well you've both seen my like phases. So it's like I think I've never really felt like uncomfortable going out in an outfit because of what I used to wear. I was very like eclectic with my style. I was trying a lot of different stuff out and I wasn't worried about what other people thought. That's like when we started being friends. I've showed you pictures, like you know that. So it's like I don't think I get very like self-conscious about the outfits that I wear because they're a lot more toned down than they used to be.
I feel like, for the most part, no, I don't anymore because I realize, like, who really cares? Like, if someone doesn't like my outfit, like, that's not my problem. I feel like the only time I'm ever like, ooh, like, this isn't an outfit for me is if something's, like, super low-waisted, you know, where it's, like, you literally can't sit down in them, and it's just so uncomfortable all day.
Yeah.
And that just, like, stresses me out more than, like, being insecure in it.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, I would probably say that. And then, like, if it's, like, a full matching outfit, sometimes I'm like, oh, what if someone like thinks this is dumb? But like, I don't really care. Like, I did that the other day.
Because there's has been some media, there's has been some magazines that have put out that some of these trends, especially when it comes to like how you eat, how you look, can be very damaging from the 2000s to 2010 era. So would you agree with that?
Oh, 100%.
1,000,000%. Yeah. I mean, like, I know I was saying I love low rise and all that, but I feel like it does, like, that kind of style does promote somewhat of an unhealthy, like, body standard. And, like, it's kind of, like, frames, like, what you're supposed to look like to fit into that style. And I don't think that's great. So,
Yeah, and now that people are like more inclusive with it, like generally you hear more positive things about that, but still like there's a lot of people that like will always have to comment on it no matter what.
Yeah.
I agree. So there's a lot of aesthetics from that time. There's obviously a more like Tumblr girl, like the very like darker, like she dresses in darker clothing. There's like the very LA girl, like the very summer LA girl style. I think that's more towards the 2010s. And there was another style. I forgot what it was. But which style do you think you resonate with the most from that time?
Bling. All like I love like any shirt that has rhinestones on it, you know, like the crosses and the hearts with all like the little designs and stuff. Love that kind of stuff. That's my favorite. I love, like, that's what I resonate with most because that's what most of my closet is and I love it.
So I kind of agree with that as far as pants. A lot of times, like, my pants pockets are going to be, like, very detailed. I mean, today they, like, kind of are, but not really. Anyways, I feel like as far as shirts and stuff, I like crosses and stuff. Just something that we, like, would be, like, considered, like, almost emo, but not, if that makes sense. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the accessories or the clothes are more important?
Accessories?
Yeah,
because you can wear, like, the most blandest top, blandest pants and just make it so cute with, like, necklaces, bling, all that. Like, I feel like if you wear, like, some glasses and, like, a necklace, earrings, cool shoes with, like, just normal, like, bootleg pants and a black shirt, you're good.
I feel like, well, I kind of agree, but I also don't know because for me, I think about everything because I overthink my outfit every single day. Like, I'm not going to lie. I just overthink everything. I feel like if I'm wearing, like, an uncomfortable belt, I'll just change my pants to, like, make up for it, if that makes sense. So it's, like, whatever evens it out the best. It'll just depend on the day for me.
And so other than music and other than fashion, like, what other trends or, like, I know music and fashion is very kind of, like, the one thing you think about when you think of those two eras, but what else do you think about those eras is kind of coming back today? If that makes sense.
I would say, like, the media at that time, like MySpace and, like, all the stuff that was going around on, like, Tumblr, all that. Like, I think just, like, the different kind of media and, like, how, like, people were posting themselves and how it was, like, portrayed at the time. Like, it was very, like, different. And I think that's what I think of. Like, if I think of that era, I think of, like, MySpace and, like, people posing with, like, the cameras upside down, like, going like that and all that. Yeah.
I agree with that. And also I feel like the femininity that people are bringing back into their clothing and how they dress and stuff. I just feel like back then it was very much like mini skirts, like just clothes that really, I don't really know how to explain that. Like that kind of showed that you were confident in your femininity, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's starting to come back, at least for me. Like, I never wore pink. Like, not to say, like, pink's a girl color, but, like, everyone will associate it with that. And, like, I feel like as far as that, like, the hot pinks, the, like, dark purples, the fuchsias that people used to wear, I feel like that's coming back too. And people are starting to realize, like, oh, I can wear what I want.
So how do you feel about the more modern style we have for girls and boys? What do you guys think about it?
Well, I kind of like the mixture that we have going on because I feel like a lot of things that people are wearing now, like I love flared leggings, like all that type of stuff. I don't like, and a lot of people are wearing like flared jeans, like a lot of flared stuff. So it is kind of back then, but they took it into a modern way by putting it like high-waisted, mid-rise, that type of stuff since it was
I don't like high-waisted. It really hurts.
High-waisted. Because we both have, we were just talking about it, how you want a belly button piercing. We both have them. Yeah. So it's like high-waisted just hurts. It's like snagging.
You know when it gets like caught on the top of it and then it like feels like it freshly is pierced?
So horrible.
Yeah.
So bad.
Like, I feel like mid-rise and low-rise is just, it just looks better, at least on me personally. And I just think high-waist is just never a thing for me. And when I eat too, it's like after I eat, it just like it's super uncomfortable. It looks awkward one second of all. It's really uncomfortable because it's like squeezing you in so much, and I can't even breathe at that.
I mean, I think some people can pull it off. Personally, I don't like the way like high-waisted stuff looks on my body, and it is very uncomfortable. And I like being comfortable, you know. Like I like being cute, 100%. But I also want to be comfortable, and it's like, it's just not too comfortable for me. But I do like the way it looks on some people.
Yeah, I agree.
So about music, and once again, but music from kind of this time, how do you think it's changed throughout the 2000s all the way up to now? Like, how do you think it's a more positive or negative way?
Negative. The way that people sing about people. Like, we can just, like, I already brought this up, but, like, the way that men sing about women now. Like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Why are you
it's
talking about 6 girlfriends at once?
I know. It's like, it's just like glorifying like all these negative things. And like, I think before it wasn't great. Like the music was amazing, but it, like the message wasn't great, but it's so much worse now.
Yeah, a lot of the time. I mean, obviously there was still some stuff like that back then, but not quite to the extent that it is now. And I just think that it kind of sucks that like it's like influencing a bunch of these people. Like, oh, I should act like that. Like I should act
Like the alpha
tough.
male stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what are you?
Those podcasts, I mean.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like I feel
on.
like we're on the Fresh and Fit podcast right now.
But what about TV shows? Because I know this is a very big thing for some people. Like, personally, I am not a big fan of the TV shows that are coming out right now. I kind of always stick to what my mom and my parents used to watch from back then. So what do you guys think?
There's a few shows that I like right now, but it's like it's very difficult for me to find like a show that my mom hasn't watched before and like it, if that makes sense. I think that as far as like older sitcoms like Friends and The Office and stuff, like sitcoms where they used to like use the laughing track after every sentence, like all that type of stuff, like Full House, all that. I think that they were definitely more enjoyable when I was a little bit younger, but now like all the sound effects kind of annoy me. But I think as far as the actual show, like I did like those, but as far as now I'm watching more stuff that's like relevant now, if that makes sense.
We've been watching this one show. It's
The
called The
Rookie.
Rookie. So good. I finished it. You're not done with it yet, but
Season 4, I think.
yeah, they're coming out with a new season. I think
February 6th.
6th. Yes.
Or
And
maybe
I'm
8th.
It's either the 6th or the 16th, but I'm so excited. I can't wait because I binged that whole thing in like a month, and it's like a lot. But it's so good, and we've been watching it, and that's like my favorite show of all time right now.
So to end it off, do you guys think that the style that a lot of people are coming back to nowadays is a more positive or negative, and why?
Positive.
Positive.
I
I
love
think
it.
it's positive as well. I mean, I guess that everyone's going to have their own opinion on that. Sorry, I just got really loud. Everyone's going to have their own opinion on that because, like, obviously they changed up their style back then for a reason. But I feel like generally, like, a lot of people are going to get happy seeing people dress like that again, especially people who were, like, teenagers at that time, like, growing up at that time. Like, I think it probably makes them happy, too.
Yeah, I mean, like, wear what you want. If you like the style, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It's nice to see different styles. I like walking around and seeing, like, people in, like, styles from different eras. It's nice. I love it. And, like, if you like the style, wear it, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's positive.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the interview. It was
Yeah.
very nice.
Yes, thank
Bye.
you.
Hi, I'm Trey, part of Rockland Media. If you liked your podcast, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you'd like to read more articles and learn more about your campus, go ahead and visit rocklandmedia.org.